Karibu sana Mheshimiwa Rais unapoungana nasi.
He was officiating the second state funeral in a short span of 2 years, 2 months and 18 days. At this stadium in Nairobi 808 days ago, President Uhuru Kenyatta led the nation in mourning the demise of his political father and mentor, the country's second president, Daniel Arap Moi. And today, President Kenyatta was back at the Nyayo National Stadium to lead the country in the state funeral of his predecessor, Emilio Mwai Kibaki.
As one of the last standing heroes of our independence struggle, he had a special calling to execute the last chapters of the vision of our founding fathers, and he did this with surgical precision and a total disregard for what the naysayers thought of him.
Top on the page of Kenyatta's glowing tribute was Kibaki's contribution to the country's economic growth and development.
President Kibaki was by all means a modest man and did not believe in loud shouting. When the limelight was shone on him, he tended to coy and hide. And this is because he found virtue and joy by doing the ordinary things that fulfilled his promise and purpose.
Kenyatta walked through the different facets of a man he replaced at State House, terming him a formidable visionary.
Allow me to celebrate the man lying before us using 3 frames: Kibaki the man, Kibaki the leader, and Kibaki the visionary. I begin with Kibaki the man, and in celebrating his humanity, I want to pose an age-old question about our existence, and that is, what is the true measure of a man?
Then the president turned to the most challenging event during the reign of his predecessor, the 2007-2008 post-election violence.
How do you measure a man under whose watch Kenya experienced our darkest moment in 2007, yet in this moment, President Kibaki shook the hand of his opponent and invited him to form government with him on a 50-50 basis, despite opposition from some of his own supporters.
Then came the details of the intrigues of the 2008 power-sharing deal between the late President Kibaki and his rival Raila Odinga.
When moments were dark, he chose to be the light. When reason was scarce, he became the voice of reason. And when hope was down, he encouraged us all to exercise the gift of long-suffering. And if a man is not measured by what he started, but by what he finished, then the record must reflect that the Honorable Mwai Kibaki finished very strong.
President Kenyatta poured praises on Kibaki's approach to leadership, saying Kibaki never flowed with the current.
He understood that a leader who does not lead himself will be driven by his difficulties rather than his vision. He will give in to pressure of crowds rather than the chosen path appointed for him. Such a leader will be pushed to make popular choices that please crowds, as opposed to bold choices that are good for country but may be unpopular at the moment.
And then the lessons Kenyatta wishes political leaders could pick.
If he was with us here today, he would have instructed us to choose leadership over politics. He would have told us that leadership is about vision, politics is about positions, and that nations are founded on visions.
1931 to 2022, 91 years of life. The country mourns yet again the third president of the Republic of Kenya, Emilio Mwai Kibaki. The journey to Nyeri County begins tomorrow morning. The nation, once again, in tears. Francis Gashuri, Citizen TV, Nyayo National Stadium, Nairobi.